Just got done with Christmas on Duty. I actually didn't think this movie was ever going to end. Um, I think that I watched this in about 6 or 7 sittings. Not great way to watch a movie, but I don't know. Like I would rather. I'm going to have to post my reviews of the Cherry Lane movies before I post this because I'm pretty sure that I would rather watch. Um, let's see, those movies are supposed to be approximately 90 minutes long, right? So I think I would rather watch 270 minutes of Cherry Lane movies back to back than to have to watch this movie again. And it makes me sad because when this movie started, first of all, if you're new here, I'm Janet and I watch stuff. And this time of year, I watch Hallmark Christmas movies. I also do manage to watch some other stuff, but primarily this is what's going on with me. I like Janelle Parrish. She's not my like favorite or anything, but I actually like her. There have been movies that she's been in that I thought were good. This kid who's in the movie with her, Parker Young, I don't think I've ever seen him in any Hallmark, but it was driving me crazy that he looked so familiar, and he was actually in a show called Suburgatory from many years back that I watched and really enjoyed. So it's nothing against them because I do like them. And this movie did have moments that I enjoyed. And like I had put this in my preview video. I put this in Silent Nighty Night Yawn category, okay? Because it just wasn't grabbing me. The premise wasn't grabbing me. And what the deal is that they are Marines and they are going to they're in some sort of a school situation, and it's not basic training, but I think they call it the basic school or something. I don't remember, but and you can tell that they're like, this is when the movie opens, that they're like there's a little bit of flirtation and stuff going on, and but then also competition, and like they're doing some kind of like obstacle course or something like that, and then it turns out that she wants to put in for the same job after they graduate from this as he does or something, so then they don't talk for like years, and then it turns, and their dads have had like a 30-year feud going on, which, spoiler alert, because anybody like okay, there's definitely always going to be spoilers when I do this because it doesn't really matter, but it turns out that they have this like 30-year-long beef that is basically groundless. We find out at the end and everything gets resolved and everybody lives happily ever after because that's how these movies are. So, but they wind up being stationed at the same place, and they get into like an argument at this company at a Christmas party, right? For the base or whatever, and they wind up like knocking over this cake, this for the retiring, like the guy in charge, and it splatters all over the place and stuff. So he gets mad at them and says, you guys are going to be on Christmas duty. So they're supposed to like on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, right? So then his sister lets him know that this train that her son wants, and meanwhile her son's dad is off deployed somewhere, isn't going to be home for months. He really wants this train, but like none of the packages that are supposed to still be coming. Now mind you, this is already Christmas Eve, so I'm a last minute shopper too, don't get me wrong, but there's a bunch of stuff that was supposed to get delivered, but they just like, the company's up and cancel it because they go, there's snow, we can't get there to deliver this stuff to you. So he comes up with the idea to get like a big gigantic like military truck because it can get through the snow, and they have to literally go and buy all this stuff again. It's not like they can just go to the place where the packages already were, because everything's been canceled. So they have to go find everything again, right? So they go. Now, by the time that we hit the road doing this, I don't care, and I don't understand why I don't care, because when this first started, I had this little glimmer of hope that, like, maybe this wasn't going to be a Silent Night yawn. Like, I was like, I like this kid, I like Janelle Parrish, maybe this is going to be cute. And the reason why I shouldn't even do these reviews is, it's a good thing nobody's paying me, it's just hobby, is because I can't even fully explain to you why I was so incredibly bored by this movie. Like, at one of the times that I sat down to watch it, I was like, I can't watch it because I don't have my Switch with me. I did not have my Nintendo Switch to play Animal Crossing, because this is not a movie. Like, I did give the last 15 minutes, like, my full attention in the first part, but, like, the rest of the movie, this is 1,000,000%, in my opinion, this is background noise music movie. This is, like, it can be playing because it's on. It's inoffensive. There are, again, some nice moments. But I didn't care. Like, at all. And it's not like I don't care about kids getting presents. Of course I care about kids getting presents. Like, it's not that. And I like these two, so I really can't even put my finger on it. I don't know if it's the writing or... I don't know. If somebody else watched this and you feel the same way, can you tell me what didn't work for you? We also have a brief appearance by Ezra Moreland, who won the Finding Mr. Christmas show last year, and was in the movie that came in I believe it came in at the bottom of my list last year, like Happy Holidays or something, with Jessica Lowndes. He's in here with just like he's literally in it for 5 minutes. So, that's nice that they let him, like, come and be in a movie. But that they know he still needs some more time before he can be, like, a leading man, for sure. But I don't know what else to say about this. Like, here's what I did like. Let me tell you what I liked. So, the guy who plays her dad, I like him. He was, like, he's been in a lot of stuff. He was, Lacey Chabert's dad in the Haul Out the Holly movies. Her friend, who, like, is alone for Christmas because her parents are, like, visiting her sister or something. She's not been in any Hallmark stuff. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I really loved her and hope to see her again. Her name is Alita Miles. But God, her skin, beautiful. So I really liked her a lot. Please put her in a movie. Like, make her a lead in a movie, because I think she's really got something there. Excuse me. What else did I like? I don't know. The guy who played his dad, though, I thought that his acting was so bad that I went and looked it up to see if, like, he was, like, some sort of sports guy that they gave a role in this movie. Just, and I didn't know who he was because he was a sports guy, but no, he's just that's his actual job, is acting. But, yeah, I literally am just so glad that it's over, and I don't think it's my mood, because, sometimes you just got to be in the right headspace for one of these movies, right? But while I had started watching this, and then I took a break, and I started watching A Newport Christmas, and I'm loving that. Like, I'm loving it. They are pulling me in to that, like, immediately. I'm buying what they are selling. In this, I just never got pulled in. So for that reason, we're going to wrap this up because we're already at 10 minutes. I'm going to give it a 4. I'm going to give it 4 iced peppermint mochas, which does, unfortunately, put it in the same category I thought it was going to land in, Silent Night Yawn. At some point, no, I'm not going to. I was going to say maybe I'll put this on again and see if I can figure out, like, make sure that, but I'm probably not. I don't have time. I got to go to work. I got overtime this week, and because I got a full-time job and I got other movies to watch. There's a new show that just started on Apple that I really got into, and that new episode drops tomorrow. So, priorities. I gave it a whirl. I gave it a try. If you like this movie, I would love to hear from you. If you didn't like this movie, I would love to hear from you. I would just love to hear from you regardless. And even if you have nothing to say and you're sitting here watching this, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for being here and supporting me in my, my need to talk to people and stuff. And if you want to like this or subscribe, because you're watching this on the YouTube, then I'm sure that so many fewer packages that are meant for some kids are gonna get canceled because of snow. I'm pretty sure that's what happens every time you like or subscribe, that this is what happens. So think of the children. Okay, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you, and I'll be back with a better movie next time. Okay, bye. Hi, I'm Jen, and I watch stuff. That's why this channel is called Jen Watches Stuff. Sorry if you are not new here and you didn't need to know that. And even if you are new here, I think you probably would have been able to figure that out. But, there we go. Guys, so I believe that this past Sunday, we just got another banger over on Hallmark, because I'm going to give my review at the end of this to make it official, but I don't see how this isn't going to get 10 iced peppermint mochas. Now, what's great about this is that means that 1/3 of the movies that we've had thus far, I've rated a 10. The sad part is that 2/3 of the movies that we've had thus far, I would not recommend to anyone. I would not be you should go out of your way to go watch this by any stretch of the imagination. And actually, that number the number of movies I wouldn't recommend is actually higher, because I'm really counting Cherry Lane as one movie. It's one 9-hour movie, right? Or not 9 hours. I'm sorry. Math is hard. It's one 6-hour movie. Or really, when you take out the commercials, it's I think one 270-minute movie. Okay. So, this past Sunday. Now, and let me tell you, of course, I had already rated A Newport Christmas in my preview video as a Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Wes Brown, Jenna Claire Mason, time travel. I mean, if you've watched my channel before, if you've seen me talk about Next Stop Christmas, I am blanking on any other time travel. Oh, Biltmore Christmas had time travel. I love time travel. Back to the Future, just saw it in theaters. Just saw it at the theater on Sunday, as a matter of fact, because it's back in theaters for the 40th anniversary. And yes, I did see it in theaters in 1985 when I was 15 years old. Love that movie so much. Anyway, so this is a can't lose situation, right? And then this movie comes and winds up being, for me, I love Wes Brown. I'm watching Christmas Cookies with him and Jill Wagner. One of my favorites. I believe it's 2016. I really do. I think I like Wes Brown in anything he does. This is my favorite Wes Brown performance. This is my favorite Jenna Claire Mason performance, but I'm going to talk separately about Jenna Claire because, let's just talk about Jenna Claire. The thing that makes this movie is magical, and it's not just because there's magic time travel involved, which there is. So, the first thing is that you do have to suspend your disbelief, and you will be able to do it because the movie's so good that it doesn't matter how this time travel happens or anything like that. Okay? So, and I'm not going to give anything away. Oh, but before I talk about Jenna Claire, because I also want to say that in this movie, let's talk about the supporting characters first. I don't ever remember anybody's name, but the side characters that we see the most. All right, now I got to say what this is about, just like really, really quickly. Ella, played by Jenna Claire Mason, is a very like strong-willed, compassionate. Strong-willed maybe isn't the right word, but she's determined, right? She wants to like help people and stuff. Her dad is rich. Her dad wants to marry her off to another rich guy. She's like, that sounds terrible. And so she like gets on her boat and to like go clear her head and stuff, and winds up in 2025 with like Wes Brown finding her. Like Wes Brown goes out on his boat to go find her, and then all of a sudden he turns around and Jenna Claire Mason is on the boat. And for Jenna Claire Mason, all of a sudden Wes Brown is on her boat. Okay. So, and then it turns out that like Wes Brown actually gives tours at the museum that was once her house, because she winds up becoming like a philanthropist and like creating this place called the Giving House that like helps people and helps tons of people and stuff. So even though sparks are flying and stuff with them, as obviously you can tell that's going to happen, they're basically trying to figure out how they're going to get her back, because they don't want to change history. Because time travel, you can't stay here even if you're like loving on Wes Brown, because you have to go back in time so you can do the stuff you were going to do, because you're going to help like so many people with the stuff that you're going to do, right? That's the basic thing. So the side characters are like the lady who like runs the museum, and then a guy who works at the museum. They're adorable. I don't know that they've been in anything before. I will go look them up and see. But I really enjoyed them. But mostly this movie is Jenna Claire and Wes Brown. And then also later in the movie, we meet another character. I'm going to tell you nothing about him because I don't want to spoil anything. But he is played by, I was like looking at him and I go, this guy is familiar. Where do I know him from? David O'Donnell from Christmas Under Wraps, which is one of my favorite of all time. Even though there's somebody in that movie who doesn't work for Hallmark anymore, and I don't say her name, but Christmas Under Wraps is, damn, it's good. Like, even if I'm not a fan of hers, I'm gonna try to watch the movie every year. I just love how that's Garland for you, how ridiculous it is. It's so ridiculous, but I want to go and like live in Garland, hang out with these people. 1,000,000%. Anyway, so what a blast to see him show up, because the last time I saw him, it was in that sequel to the movie that I was just talking about, Christmas Under Wraps, that had Jodie Sweetin. And, you know, even though she starred on Full House, like the lady who was in Christmas Under Wraps, it was not the same. And I can't remember the name of it. It had the word in it, and it was like last year, the year before, and it was fine, but it was definitely not Christmas Under Wraps by any stretch of the imagination. So thrilled to see him here, looking adorable with some facial hair. Anyway, again, Wes Brown's, in my opinion, best performance, because he's very like, there's something very understated about it, where I was just like, I felt like I was not watching Wes Brown. I felt like I was watching this character that he is. Not to say that like he hasn't been like that in other movies, but like he really sold me on who this character was so much. Jenna Claire Mason, 1,000,000,000,000,000% seems like you could plop her with her look and her delivery and everything. She now, and also costuming, makeup, fantastic, because hair. But she was from 1905. Like, if you brought her to my house and you said, hey, Jen, time travel's a real thing, and she came from 1905, I would believe you, because she's that good. I think she's one of the best actresses that we have. Like, if you're not familiar, she is a Broadway actress. She was Glinda in Wicked for a really long time. She's done all kinds of stuff, and Hallmark is lucky to have her, because she's so so, so good. The writing is so good. The direction is so good. The writing is it Joey? It's Joie Botkin, I think, and then who's run. Oh my God, she's written so many things that I like or love rather. And then Dustin Rickert, I think is his name, the director. And I can't believe I'm being able to pull these things out of my head, but I think he's directed a bunch of stuff that I love. So no wonder, guys, no wonder. This is all I want to tell you about it because I don't want you to spoil it. I told one of my friends to watch it. She watched it today. She said she absolutely loved it. I think that you will absolutely love it as well. And this, I was thinking, like, I was trying to compare this. This does not compare to Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper, because they're apples and oranges. Like they're so different. Yes, they're both Hallmark movies, but like the stuff that makes me give Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper a 10 is like how ridiculously funny it is, and also obviously Robert Buckley and Kimberly Sested. I have to give this one a 10 because I have to give this 10 nice peppermint mochas because the feels that I get, like I just bought everything they were selling. Okay, like I was just so into the romance aspect. I love anytime that they were on screen together. Like I was completely mesmerized. This is absolutely completely the opposite of the other movie that came out this weekend, where I could not watch it without doing something else at the same time. I call it like a laundry folder or a present wrapper, because you can do something else. In my case, I was playing with my Switch. But with this, like, I did not take my eyes off the screen for the whole time. I did not want this movie to end. There are a couple of really good kisses in this movie, and it's just, I love it so much. So I got to give it a 10. And it feels crazy to have 2 10s this early, but again, we're only getting 24 movies, so you know, what can I say? But I'm telling you, man, I'm looking at the schedule for things that are coming out, and I do have high hopes for next weekend's movies. Above the Clouds with Tyler Hynes and Aaron Krakow, and like one is it's the Keller Family Christmas with Jonathan Bennett, Brandon Routh, and Eden Shear. I'm really looking forward to those. I think they're going to be great. But the rest of the year, guys, I don't even know if we're going to get anything that's going to be close to a 10. Just saying. So, thrilled that this was even better than I thought it was going to be. Please watch it. Please let me know what you think. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I gotta go edit some of these since I've only posted one. I'm gonna get to work on that tonight, I think, because I had some coffee, so we're gonna do it. Thanks so much. All right, bye.